Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all praises and infinite glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachak Kwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, and also peace and safety to the Akim that spread across the four corners of the world, that's pushing out this truth with all diligence and putting their lives in the line to do so. I'm the brother Karatazai of Great Millstone in Atlanta, back here with another lesson. I'm not sure what I'm going to entitle it, but I'm just going to, be going into, the importance of, being a servant of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, because, we're, really sowing that seed for, Yahweh Shai, for him, for the Most High, to allow it to grow and in order to get out of here. All right, because the things, and what I mean by that is, the things that we're doing in the truth, is ultimately not only going to save our lives, but others who take heed, to what the elect are saying. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. All right, and a great example, of that, was Paul, who, Sakari, tries to disapprove his works, and ultimately, we know that they'll be judged because of that, but the scriptures clearly show that how Paul was a man of the Lord. Okay. And this, lesson, even though I'm not, this lesson isn't really pertaining to what Sakari said, but it still cuts them. All right. So nevertheless, I'm gonna start off in 1 Corinthians chapter 9, and verse 19. And it says, "For though I be free from all men, yet I have made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more." You see, so even though Paul wasn't, a slave or a servant, he made himself a servant to men, a servant of the ministry. All right. And you can read the scriptures, Paul, mentions his, really what he went through, for the truth's sake. All right. When he says thrice I was shipwrecked, so Paul, was a servant. All right. And it says, and to the, Slack and it says that I might gain the more. You see? So that shows you that, like the scriptures say in the book of 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, that our labor isn't in vain. All right. So with that being said, the Lord does have a reward, for them or for those, who made sacrifices for the truth's sake. Okay. So it says, verse 20, it says, "And to the Jews I became a Jew, that I might gain the Jews." All right. And gain them. How did Paul, gain the Jews? By bringing them to the truth of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right. And it says, "To them that are under the law, as under the law, that I might gain them that are under the law." It says, "To them that are without law, as without law, being not without law to the Most High, but under the law to Yahweh Shai Mashiach, that I might gain them that are without the law." So basically Paul was saying that, he became like, other Jews or Gentiles, that didn't know the truth in order to gain them. All right. In order to show them, the truth, the right way, the correct way. All right. And that's important. That's the importance of us. All right. We're doing the same things as, the apostles and, back then. All right. We became, because we were in the shoes of certain people. Now we know how to, say certain things, to where we understand, where the position that you're in, We've been in that position, but we now have the truth. All right. So we can relate, that's a good word, being able to relate to people in order to gain them to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Because of all of us, even the scriptures say, our righteousness is still as filthy rags. So all of us were once, in a position to where, the Lord wasn't dealing with us. All right. But through his everlasting mercy, the Lord, gave us the name. He gave us the brothers, and so on and so forth. So now we can be able to teach people and mold people into how to be, to gain them through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So verse 22, it says, to the weak I became weak, that I might gain the weak. I am made all things to all men, that I might by all means save some. You see, so that's the importance of what we're doing. This is what Paul is telling us, man, that through all our actions, us being able to deal with people in general, will save people, man. You see, at the end of the day, because the scriptures say, matter of fact, let me get that. It's the book of Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 39. It says, but we are not of them who draw back into perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. You see, so we believe in the saving of the souls, man. All right, no matter how, harsh the truth may seem, or no matter how, cutthroat, a brother may, bring it, we still believe in the saving of the soul. And that's basically what Paul was saying. He became like other Gentiles, which is Jake, who the unnatural Gentiles, which is really Jake, who's following Roman or Greek culture, man. All right, he became like them, basically to relate in order to pull them to Yahweh Shai. All right, because he believed in the saving of the souls. All right, and so do we. Okay, so from there, I'm gonna grab this one last scripture. It wasn't intended to be a long lesson, but this is 1 Timothy chapter 4. I'll start at verse 14. And it says, neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy. So the Lord told us to neglect not the gift. All right, it goes into the parable, where the guy was hiding, his talent in the napkin. All right, the Lord gave us the gift of prophecy, so He wants us to use it. All right, it says, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery, which goes into the apostles. Verse 15, it says, meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. You see, so the scripture told us to meditate, and give ourselves up, unto Him, because our profit is going to appear to all. All right. So the Lord is going to really reward us, for the things that we're doing, man. All right. That's why it's important to take heed to how we build in the truth. Okay. Verse 16, it says, take heed unto thyself and unto doctrine, continue in them. For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear me. And this was the point I wanted to get, was both saving thyself and them that hear thee. And that's basically what Paul was doing. All right. He was pulling, Jake out of that docile state, that docile state of mind, because they didn't know that they were Israelites, man. All right. And not only did it save Paul, but it also saved them, that listened and took heed into Paul, which fast forward, that's why, reincarnation is important. Fast forward, and now, those same spirits on earth, Salakia, are on earth today teaching the truth, man, in its fullness. Not, taking away, not adding, but, teaching the truth sincerely, 100% truth. All right. So I'm going to reread this last verse again. 1 Timothy 4:16 says, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. You see, so it's a like I said before, it's a reward, for the things that we're doing. All right, and it also feels like I read the scripture in Hebrews the 10th chapter. It also feels good, to your spirit, when you have a good fruit, when you bring in good fruit. You know what I mean by that? Is you may have told someone about the truth, and they took heed. They did a 180 in their life, and they ended up, being in the camp or in the truth. All right, that's the good fruit. All right, it feels good because the Lord used you, to bring someone out of the darkness, man. All right, and there's going to be a lot more souls added, into this thing, all by our works, man. All right, that's how big this thing is that we're doing. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to go ahead and close up by giving all praises and infinite glory unto Yahweh, by Shem Shai, by Shem Rakakwadash, that belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, shalom.